Hi everyone, this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings. Got a bit of a different video for you today because, as you know, if you've watched my stuff before, I work mainly with this deck, which is the Faulkner Tarot deck, which is the black and white deck. And you can see that deck being used on virtually all of my videos. It's my go-to deck. I use it, I love it, literally have it by my side 24/7. Really beautiful, lovely deck. But recently, over the last kind of week or so, my guide's been kind of pushing me to have a little delve into the Rider-Waite. And that's not saying we're leaving Faulkner Tarot behind, because absolutely that's never going to happen. That is always going to be my go-to, because it just kind of gels with me. It's almost part of who I am now. I really just love that deck so much. But I kind of just been really drawn to the Rider-Waite, but I've never got on with it. So I kind of had a little think about it, and I was flicking through some YouTube videos, and this is the Rider-Waite deck that I have, which is the Radiant Rider-Waite. It's only the little one in the tin. I only bought the little one in the tin just because I kind of thought I should have a Rider-Waite deck. You know, everybody that does tarot seems to learn with this deck. It's not the deck I learn on, but you know, everyone seems to learn that, and the symbology in it is kind of integral to quite a lot of decks, and loads of decks been based on this, and it's you know, it's quite well known as the deck to go to. So that was the one I had, but never really gelled with it. Just couldn't get on with the images. They all felt very trapped. They felt very trapped to me. So I was having a little look around on the internet, on YouTube, and I found some videos of this little gem here. And this is the Borderless Smith Waite Tarot deck. So this is the Rider-Waite deck, but with no borders. And because, as you'll know, if you've seen my stuff before, I do love a borderless deck. I love the way that the images kind of just go on forever. And because I felt like Rider-Waite was kind of quite trapped for me, quite sort of, I don't know, I just sort of felt very constrained. I thought maybe what I'll do is get the borderless deck and see what that feels like to me. So that's where I've got to. Sorry, long story short, that's where we are now, and that's what I've got. So I thought I would open this deck and just have a look at it online with you. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to gently remove the plastic wrapper that it's got on it. I don't know why they wrap these blooming things in plastic. It's so annoying. There's no real need for it if it's in a box. And, you know, we want to save the whales, don't we? So we don't really need all that extra plastic. Thanks very much, US Games. Just pop them in the box next time. That'd be better. So in the box you get, after my little plastic rant, you get the deck. And the deck is here. We've got the backs of the decks are like this. They're green. Now, green's not my favourite colour, so I'm telling myself that this is khaki for now. And you get, of course, the little Smith Waite Tarot deck little white book, which just goes through and gives you all the different meanings that you have for the different cards, different suits, and the major arcana, and that's all in the little book there. So that's our little book, and this is our box, just an ordinary normal box. So I'm just going to have a little look at these cards. You just get you get a little end plate, really, I suppose that is. You get I think you get some little extra cards in here that aren't, yes you do, okay. They're a bit of I don't know what to say about them, really. I haven't looked at this deck at all, other than seen people's flip throughs. But they put in these extra cards as examples of illustration, I guess, different versions. But they've got a border on them, so they are not going to be the same as the cards that we have in the deck that I have bought. So I'll pop them to one side for now, because they might not be relevant for what we're looking at. Now, what I was really hoping is that these cards were going to really open the illustrations for me, and that the illustrations would become more flowing, more moving, because it all felt a bit stagnant. It felt a bit, I don't know, just still and not really part of a story. So I'm hoping that this is going to be a different story with this deck, because of the borders being gone and there being less of a trapped energy. And these are actually rather nice. Got to say, I think taking the borders off this makes all the difference, just from looking at one card. And I have seen other people's flip through, so this is not the first time I've actually seen the imagery. I've seen the imagery online, but I've never seen the cards, so this is the first time I'm looking at them. So I'm just going to look through a few. I won't do them all, but I really like this. This is actually really nice. I kind of get why now that my guide's been banging on about it a little bit, is to just see these different images and maybe sort of see them in a slightly different way, to be able to see them as something that is more fluid rather than enclosed. You see, look, this Empress is really flowing. The dress really flows. It kind of flows off the page. It's, you know, it's bleeding off the page. So that to me is that it goes on forever then, and we don't feel like we're trapped in this block. Some borders on some cards really don't bother me. I don't even notice them on the Faulkner deck, but I really notice them especially in this Rider-Waite thing. I really noticed the borders. They used to really get on my nerves, especially when the borders are really ornate, which they're not obviously in all of the Rider-Waite stuff, but some decks have such ornate borders. It just takes away from the actual card itself. So these I'm really liking, really enjoying these. So that's the Emperor and the Hierophant. You see, especially like the Hierophant, he is enclosed by his you know, he's got his marble columns either side of him, but I still feel like that moves out of that just feels like part of a big cathedral to me now, rather than just the marble columns. So yeah, it just definitely feels much more flowing, much more open. That's the Lovers. Sorry, hold on just 1 second. I've just got a cat that's misbehaving. Merlin. Sorry. Just going to have to get him down from there because he's not allowed up there. Come on, don't come. Good boy. Yeah, so definitely feels already loads and loads better. So I really like the Chariot and Strength. I mean, probably only going to be able to flip through the Major Arcana here, just for the length of the video. Loving the World. See, the World actually looks like the world now because it's opened up. It just doesn't look like a ball in the middle of nowhere. Justice, the Hanged Man, Death. I love these. These are really nice. I get why I've been getting this message to use them now, to get them and have a go and see how I can kind of work them into. I'm doing some plans for some tarot, like little lessons and things to put on YouTube. So this might well be a good deck to use with that. Perhaps that's why I'm being guided to it. So yeah, lovely. Really liking those. So that's the Major Arcana. What I'll do, I'll just fan these out a little bit and show you the rest, because the images are lovely. They really are kind of just popping out now, whereas they weren't before. They were just stuck there. But this is a version of the Rider-Waite that is based on the Centennial edition. So it's got almost like a slightly antique-y feel. They're not really leery and really bright. Let me just show you quickly the Radiant Rider-Waite, and you can see the difference in the colour scheme. So you can see how bright they are. I mean, that's Radiant, so it's even brighter. But these are slightly duller. They've got a slightly sort of antique-y feeling to them, which I'm kind of really liking. So what I might do is do another little flip through later on to show you all the minor arcana. If that's something that you'd like to see, just drop me a comment below and I'll see if I can do that. But otherwise, for now, I'll leave that now before we get too long. And I will speak to you again soon. Please pop a like here or subscribe to my channel if you like this sort of thing. That would be lovely. And I will speak to you again very soon. Bye for now.